My child, I know there are things you still miss, moments that ended too soon, connections that faded, doors that closed without explanation. Sometimes you wonder if those losses changed the direction of your life forever. But listen closely now. Nothing that left you was meant to define your future. What you lost did not weaken you. It prepared you. What ended did not stop you. It redirected you. And what felt like loss is making room for something greater than you imagined. My child, I know there are moments when your heart quietly returns to what you lost. Not because you want to live in the past, but because certain memories still carry weight. Things did not end the way you expected. Some people left without explanation. Some opportunities closed before you were ready. Some seasons ended abruptly, leaving you wondering what you could have done differently. And even now, part of you asks whether those losses changed your life forever. But listen carefully. What you lost did not leave you empty. It created space. Loss has a way of convincing you that something vital was taken from you, that life became smaller because something or someone disappeared. But that is not how I work. I never remove without intention. I never allow something to leave unless it is no longer aligned with where I am taking you. What you call loss, I call redirection. What you call an ending, I call preparation. You could not see it then, but some things had reached their limit. Some connections had completed their purpose. Some doors could not remain open without holding you back. And because you could not release them on your own, I gently allowed them to move out of your life, not to hurt you, but to protect you from staying where growth had stopped. I know it did not feel gentle at the time. Loss rarely does. It felt sudden, confusing, unfair. You questioned whether you had failed, whether you were unworthy, whether you had misunderstood me. But hear me now. Your worth was never measured by what stayed. Your value was never dependent on who remained or what continued. You did not lose because you were lacking. You released because you were growing. There were moments when you replayed everything in your mind, wondering if one different decision could have changed the outcome. You wondered if speaking differently, acting sooner, or holding on tighter would have kept things from ending. But my child, what was not meant to stay would not have remained, no matter how hard you tried. You did not fail to keep it. It simply could not go forward with you. Loss has taught you things comfort never could. It taught you discernment. It taught you resilience. It taught you how to trust me when the familiar disappeared. You learned how to stand when support shifted. You learned how to breathe when certainty was taken away. You learned how to keep moving when answers were delayed. These lessons did not come easily, but they shaped you deeply. You may feel like you lost parts of yourself in those moments: confidence, joy, hope, innocence. But listen closely. Nothing essential was taken from you. What you lost was surface level. What remained was core. And what remained is stronger than what left. I did not strip you. I refined you. I did not weaken you. I prepared you. I did not abandon you. I guided you through transition. There are things you could not have received if what you lost had stayed. There are doors that would never have opened if old ones had remained. There are blessings ahead that require the space created by what left. And even now, the room being made is not empty. It is intentional. My child, I know loss made you cautious. It made you guard your heart. It made you hesitant to hope fully again. You learned to expect endings so disappointment would hurt less. You told yourself to stay realistic, to not get too attached, to keep part of your heart protected. But I want you to know, you are safe to hope again. The loss that once wounded you will not repeat itself the same way. You are not who you were then. You are wiser now, stronger now, more discerning now. You did not lose time. You gained perspective. You did not lose direction. You gained clarity. You did not lose opportunity. You gained alignment. What you lost had a role, but it was not meant to define your future. I want you to stop asking what could have been if it had stayed. Instead, begin asking what is possible now that it has moved aside. The future before you is not smaller because of loss. It is more focused, more intentional, more aligned, more prepared. Some things ended because they would have demanded too much of you. Some people left because they could not grow at your pace. Some opportunities closed because they would have required compromise you were not meant to make. And though it hurt at the time, the pain was protection. You were never meant to carry what left you. You were never meant to build your future on what expired. You were never meant to stay in what no longer served your becoming. And now, as you stand here breathing through what remains, I want you to understand. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not damaged. You are standing exactly where preparation ends and purpose begins. The space created by loss is not empty. It is holy ground. It is room for something greater. It is room for alignment. It is room for fulfillment that does not require sacrifice of your peace. What you lost did not diminish you. It cleared the way. And this is only the beginning of what that clearing is about to reveal. My child, I want you to understand something that will bring peace to your heart. What left your life could not go where I am taking you. It was not removed because it lacked value, but because it lacked alignment. Some things are good for a season, but become limiting beyond it. Some connections serve a purpose, but cannot continue into the next chapter. Some doors open to teach you, but they must close so you can move forward without compromise. You often ask yourself why something meaningful had to end if it wasn't bad. And the answer is simple. Not everything that ends is wrong. Some things end because they have fulfilled their assignment. When a season completes its purpose, holding onto it only delays what comes next. I am not asking you to despise what left. I am asking you to release it with understanding. You were growing, changing, stretching, and evolving in ways you did not fully notice at the time. Your values were shifting. Your boundaries were strengthening. Your discernment was sharpening. And what once fit comfortably began to feel restrictive. But instead of recognizing the misalignment, you blamed yourself. You wondered if you were asking too much or changing too much. But hear me clearly, you were not becoming difficult. You were becoming different. What left could not adjust to the version of you that was emerging. It could not expand without resistance. It could not remain without limiting your growth. And because I love you too much to let you shrink, I allowed it to move aside. I know it felt painful when it ended. Loss always feels personal because it touches the heart. You wondered if you were being punished or corrected. But my child, endings are not punishments. They are positioning. I position you by removing what no longer supports your future. I protect you by closing doors you would have stayed in too long. You are not weak for missing what left. Missing does not mean it should have stayed. Missing means it mattered. And it did matter for the season it belonged to, but it was not meant to become permanent. Some things are chapters, not conclusions. I want you to release the guilt of moving forward. You do not dishonor what was by embracing what is next. You do not betray the past by stepping into the future. Growth requires release, and release does not erase significance. It completes it. You may still feel moments of grief when something reminds you of what ended. That does not mean you are stuck. It means your heart remembers. But memory does not equal assignment. You can honor what was without returning to it. You can cherish lessons without reopening doors. You can love what once mattered without letting it define you. My child, I am doing something very intentional right now. I am building a future that does not require you to constantly adapt yourself to fit others. I am shaping connections that will meet you where you are going, not where you were. I am preparing opportunities that will not require you to abandon your peace. And none of that could happen if what left had stayed. You were not rejected. You were redirected. You were not abandoned. You were advanced. You were not overlooked. You were repositioned. What left made room for clarity. It made room for strength. It made room for discernment. It made room for something greater. You may not see it yet, but what is coming will not resemble what you lost. It will surpass it. Not louder, not flashier, but deeper, healthier, more aligned. It will feel safe, stable, and secure. You will not have to overextend to keep it. You will not have to shrink to maintain it. You will not have to fear losing it the same way. This time, what enters your life will come with peace attached. It will not require anxiety to sustain it. It will not demand you ignore your intuition. It will not ask you to compromise who you are becoming. That is how you will know it is from me. So do not rush the grieving. Do not force closure. Do not pressure yourself to be over it. Healing does not respond to deadlines, but also do not camp in what is already complete. You are not meant to live facing backward. You are meant to walk forward with wisdom. What left served its purpose. What remains will serve your future. And now, my child, I am asking you to trust me enough to believe that the best did not leave. It is approaching. My child, now that you understand that what left could not go where you are going, I want you to lift your eyes forward, not in fear, not in hurry, but in expectation. Because what is coming will make sense of what you lost. There will be a moment, quiet, personal, undeniable, when clarity settles in your spirit and you realize that nothing ended randomly. Nothing was taken without purpose. Nothing was removed without replacement being prepared. You have been standing in the space between loss and fulfillment, and that space can feel uncomfortable. It feels empty at times, even lonely. You wonder when the next chapter will begin and what it will look like. But this space is not emptiness. It is preparation. It is the place where understanding forms, where perspective matures, and where your heart learns to trust again without clinging to what has already passed. I know you feared that what you lost might never be replaced. You worried that some doors only open once, that some connections are rare, that some opportunities do not return. But hear me clearly. I am not limited by what left your life. I am not constrained by what ended. I am not restricted by past seasons. I create new beginnings that do not depend on old frameworks. What is coming will not simply replace what you lost. It will exceed it. It will not mirror it. It will improve upon it. You will not need to compare, because comparison will feel unnecessary. What arrives will feel right in a way that does not require explanation. Peace will accompany it. Stability will support it. Clarity will guide it. You will notice that your heart responds differently this time. You will not rush to attach. You will not cling out of fear. You will not ignore red flags to preserve comfort. You will walk with discernment instead of desperation. That maturity is not accidental. It is the result of what you endured. Loss refined your vision. It sharpened your awareness. It taught you what truly matters. There are connections coming that will meet you with understanding instead of confusion. There are opportunities coming that will align with your values instead of draining your spirit. There are seasons ahead that will not require you to compromise your peace to maintain progress. You will recognize them not by excitement alone, but by the calm confidence they bring. My child, I am not rebuilding your future on what was broken. I am building it on wisdom gained. You will not repeat the same patterns because you are not the same person. You will not fall into the same traps because your discernment has been strengthened. You will not settle for less because you know your worth more deeply now. What is coming will not ask you to overextend. It will not require constant explanation. It will not demand you shrink to fit. It will not threaten your peace. Instead, it will meet you where you are and grow with you. There will be moments when you realize how perfectly timed everything is. You will see how delays protected you, how endings redirected you, how losses refined you, and in those moments, gratitude will replace grief. Understanding will replace confusion. Peace will replace regret. You may still remember what you lost, but it will no longer hurt the same way. Memory will soften. Perspective will mature. You will no longer wish things had stayed. You will be thankful they made room. Thankful for the growth. Thankful for the clarity. Thankful for the preparation. Now, hear this, and let it settle deeply into your spirit. Nothing you lost was greater than what is coming. Nothing that left had the capacity to fulfill you the way what is approaching will. Nothing that ended was meant to carry you into the fullness of who you are becoming. I am aligning the right people. I am opening the right doors. I am arranging the right timing. I am preparing the right opportunities, and I am doing it with care, precision, and love. You will not miss what is meant for you. You will not arrive too late. You will not be unprepared. What is coming will find you ready. So walk forward now without regret. Do not look back with longing. Do not question what could have been. Trust that what lies ahead carries more purpose, more peace, and more fulfillment than what you left behind. The loss was not the end. It was the clearing, and what is coming will prove that everything, even the painful endings, was leading you exactly where you needed to be. If this message spoke to your heart, comment, "I trust what's coming." Like this, if you felt peace while listening. Subscribe to God's Amen message so you never miss what God speaks next. Share this with someone who is grieving a loss. Remind them that something greater is ahead.